Hey, welcome to your Daily Dose of Duds. This is 11.8 lesson, day number 2. We're going to be finding the volume of rectangular prisms. Again, we've got 3 things on the agenda. Have you do a little review action, which is basically some base times height problems, and then a couple of yeah-buts. Then I'm going to have you do a Schoology review activity. That'll be 9 problems long, and then the quiz. And you put your yeah-buts on the top of the page and the review problems, and put your Schoology work on the bottom. Again, you don't need to upload this. There's the flashing sign. Schoology information or the problems, it's really important to write the answers down so that when you submit your answers and you get some wrong, you don't need to come back and redo all the problems. You can just rework the ones that you've missed. If you write your work steps down, it's going to be a lot simpler too. All right, let's take a look at 3 problems here. We're looking at the base times height on these problems here, so we're going to round these to the nearest tenth. A little more challenging here because now we've got some fractions. So we would just have to take this and make this 2.5 times 4 times 3 and 3/4. So I'll just do it on the calculator here. Just pop it in. So we'll make this into a decimal. 2.5 is 2.5. 2.5, and we'll just multiply that by this one here. That's going to be 4, and then the 3/4 is like 0.75. If you just take 3 divided by 4, you're going to get 0.75. You can just add that right on, and then our last number is 4. Our answer will be 47.5, and rounding that to the nearest tenth, that just stays the same. 47.5. All right, write it as a fraction. It's 47.5 if you want. Why don't you try these 2 problems real quick, and I'll show you the answers. All right, well, if you found the big base first, you'd multiply 9 by 6 to get the area that's red base, then multiply it by the height, and you would have had 691.2 inches cubed, rounding to the nearest tenth. And then on this one here, if you were to find this base here, you would have multiplied 4.5 times 1.2 together first, and then you multiply that times the height of 1.5. That one there, you would have gotten 8.1 centimeters cubed when you're rounding to the nearest tenth. All right, there are some yeah-buts here. What are you going to do with this problem? What's the volume? Yeah, it kind of throws you for a loop a little bit, but it's just establish what the base is, and right here, this bottom would be the bottom of a cardboard box that would be all folded out. This here would be the bottom. So I always just take and figure out the measurements. I've got a measurement of 3 here, and I've got a measurement of 8. So when I put my, where's my, here it is. My base is going to be 3 times 8, this one right here. And then I just find the third measurement. It's usually perpendicular like that. When the net is laid out, it doesn't have to be, but in this case it is, and that measurement is 5. So here's my base, is 3 times 8, or 24. Multiply that times 5, and I'm going to get 120. Yeah, now you know why it's called a yeah-but. It'd be much simpler if I just gave you that same box like this, correct? Okay, let's take a look at another one. Why don't you try this one here? You want me to put that thing in for you? All right, see if I can find it. There it is. All right, well, let's take a look here. The base then would be, it's 18.5 centimeters high, and it's 13.5 centimeters wide this way. So here's the bottom of the base, this here, 13.5 times 18.5, and then I just multiply it by the height. Here's my base, here's my height, 1,248.75 centimeters cubed. I think I've got one more for you. Go ahead and give this guy a shot. See if you can find it yourself, the base. All right, there it is. My base on this one would be pretty simple. 3 times 6, there's my base, which is 18. Give me this area, this one here, and then I just multiply by the height, which is 2. It gives me 36 centimeters cubed. All right, you'll be working on a Schoology activity today. It's the same activity for everyone. The activity is called 11.9a Quiz Prep. When you're done with those 9 problems there, you can go ahead and take the quiz. Remember, the quiz is timed. Schoology prep activity, sorry, the quiz prep activity is not timed. I think I gave you about 4 or 5 different attempts on this one here. Okay, so go ahead and go get your points. Make me proud. See ya. Thank you.